Ruby in the Enchanted Forest, a Red Panda's Tale.
Welcome to an enchanting adventure with Ruby, the agile red panda. In the heart of a temperate forest, Ruby's journey begins with climbing trees, a skill that sets the stage for her remarkable encounters. This story, while thrilling, is crafted to enhance your English language skills through vibrant vocabulary and engaging dialogues. As Ruby meets mythical creatures and faces numerous challenges, she learns invaluable lessons in generosity and empathy. Her story teaches us the significance of understanding and kindness, in forming connections and confronting life's surprises. Designed for bedtime relaxation, this tale invites you to explore the beauty of diversity and unity, all while aiding you in your language learning journey.
In the temperate forest's lushness lived Ruby, a red panda known for her nimble moves. Her days were filled with climbing ancient trees, her agility a marvel to all forest creatures. The forest was her playground, and her acrobatics made her a legend among her peers. Yet Ruby yearned for something beyond the familiar branches, dreaming of adventures that would test her skills further. One day, Ruby descended from the trees to explore the forest floor. She discovered a babbling brook, its whispers alluring. As she dipped her paws into the cool water, she imagined the brook was telling tales of lands far away. Inspired, Ruby decided to follow its gentle flow, believing it might lead her to the adventure she so eagerly sought. As Ruby followed the brook, she met a wise old owl perched on a branch. The owl twitched his feathers and offered guidance. To find your adventure, follow the forest's edge. His calm voice resonated with wisdom. Thanking him, Ruby felt more determined than ever, heart pounding with the excitement of the unknown. Encouraged by the owl's words, Ruby reached a giant redwood tree at the forest's edge. Its massive trunk seemed insurmountable, but Ruby was determined to climb to the top and see the world beyond. As she skillfully ascended, the view revealed much more than just trees and sky. Her heart swelled with excitement and possibilities. Atop the redwood, Ruby gazed upon an endless canopy, stretching far beyond her forest home. The view was breathtaking. Each leaf shimmered under the sun, and the distant landscape hinted at the adventures awaiting her. Ruby felt a thrill of freedom, imagining herself leaping from tree to tree across the vibrant sea of greens. Continuing her journey, Ruby encountered a misty gorge. A bridge of clouds hung above, seemingly fragile yet inviting. Trusting her instincts, Ruby embarked on this ethereal path. With each step, she felt lighter, as if walking on dreams. This passage was not just a bridge, but a symbolic crossing into new chapters of her life. On the other side of the gorge, Ruby found a meadow of mirrors, pools reflecting the sky. Each reflection told a story, a vision of where Ruby could explore. Enchanted, Ruby saw glimpses of her potential futures. The meadow was a place of introspection, where Ruby could see both her reflection and the paths she might take. With newfound inspiration, Ruby journeyed back to her forest. Now, every tree seemed richer, every climb a reminder of her adventures. Her heart was full, not only with stories, but with the courage to explore further. Ruby realized she was not just a legend in her forest, but an explorer with a boundless spirit. Ruby the red panda woke up to a sunny, inviting morning. With curiosity gleaming in her bright eyes, she decided to explore a dense part of the forest she'd never seen before. Her heart raced with anticipation, as every step took her deeper into the unknown, each rustle of leaves whispering promises of adventure. Ruby's footsteps led her to a clearing, bathed in golden sunlight. The glade was ancient, with an air of mystery surrounding it. Trees stood like silent sentinels around a soft carpet of moss. Here, time seemed to pause, and the only sound was the gentle breeze rustling through leaves, creating a melody as old as the forest itself. Ruby's ears perked up at the sound of a soft melody playing through the trees. As she listened, mythical creatures began to appear, stepping out from behind the ancient oaks. A wise old griffin with shimmering feathers, a mischievous fawn playing enchanting music, and a majestic unicorn with a golden horn unveiled their presence before her. The wise griffin spoke first, its voice deep and melodic, like the echo of mountains. He shared tales of distant lands where skies kissed the earth and creatures roamed free. His feathers glistened, reflecting tales of battles won with wit rather than force, and of the harmony that comes from understanding nature's balance. The mischievous fawn played his flute, an enchanting melody that danced through the glade. With each note, he told stories of laughter and mirth, of woodland creatures racing the wind and rivers singing old songs. His music painted images of a realm where joy and spontaneity were as abundant as the leaves in the forest. The majestic unicorn stepped forward, her golden horn glistening in the sunlight. She shared a serene tale of a hidden valley where dreams flourish and time flows gently. Her presence was calming, each word a gentle embrace, speaking of peace, serenity, and the magic found in a life lived with grace and tranquility. As Ruby listened, she realized these mystical encounters were a collection of wisdom and wonder she never imagined. Each tale offered insights into courage, joy, peace, and the interconnectedness of all things. The stories had the power to transform her view of the world, showing her that life itself is a tapestry woven with magic and meaning. As the sun began to set, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink, Ruby knew it was time to return home. Her heart was full from the day's adventures and stories, each one a seed of inspiration planted in her soul. She left the ancient glade with newfound courage and a deeper connection to the world around her, eager to share her tales with others. Ruby, a lively red panda, was captivated by tales of mythical creatures in her forest. She imagined lands of wonder and mystery and felt a desire ignite within her. Determined to seek these sights herself, Ruby decided to climb the tallest tree in the forest. Everyone spoke of the sweeping views from its peak, providing glimpses into the mythical lands beyond. The tree stood like a giant sentinel at the heart of the forest. Its trunk was thick, with branches reaching high into the sky. Ruby approached, filled with awe and a hint of nervousness. The climb seemed daunting, but Ruby's desire to see the mythical lands fueled her courage. She began her ascent, carefully gripping branches and finding her way upward. As Ruby climbed higher, the wind became a surprise opponent, swirling fiercely around her. Each gust threatened to unbalance her, but Ruby pressed on, gripping branches tightly. She remembered tales of courage that spoke of perseverance. Her spirit, unyielded, served as an anchor, allowing her to move impossibly forward against the trying winds. Midway up, Ruby encountered an unexpected detour. The path she anticipated was blocked by a thick cluster of branches. Undeterred, Ruby assessed her options. She decided to weave through a complex network of smaller branches, trusting her instincts and agility. The alternative route challenged her, but revealed hidden views of forest life she never expected to see. As Ruby advanced, she recalled stories of mythical creatures and the courage they inspired. Each tale spoke of bravery and the strength to embrace the unknown. These tales were vital as Ruby scaled challenging sections of the tree. She felt the presence of these mythical beings in her courage, guiding her through every obstacle and lighting each step with newfound confidence. Ruby could now see the swaying treetops surrounding her. She was nearing the peak. With each labored breath, anticipation built within her. The branches became thinner, but Ruby deftly traversed them, mindful of each step. The world around her spread open, and as she reached the topmost branches, the expansive view of mythical lands lay before her in breathtaking splendor. At the top, Ruby gazed out at the vista of mythical lands, filled with awe and gratitude. Her heart, once brimming with doubt, now soared with triumph. Every challenge she faced seemed worthwhile. The unknown had gifted her a moment of wonder and peace. At that height, amidst the sky's embrace, Ruby understood that true courage lies in embracing the unknown with heart and mind open. As the sun began its descent, Ruby lingered in the tree's embrace, imprinting the vista upon her heart. The climb, marked by challenges and discoveries, now transformed into cherished memories. Her spirit, both energized and at peace, knew that this adventure had changed her. With gratitude, she began her careful descent, knowing more journeys were yet to come, crafted by courage and dreams. Ruby, the curious red panda, approached the towering mountain with determination. Her bushy tail waved as she set one paw before the other, starting her ascent. The path was steep, and the air was chilly, rustling through the leaves around her. But Ruby was filled with courage, driven by the desire to explore and discover new horizons beyond her familiar bamboo forest. As Ruby climbed, she heard a faint, distressed chirping nearby. Curiosity piqued, she carefully moved aside some branches and discovered a young squirrel. Its nest had been blown away by a recent storm. The squirrel looked lost, gathering the scattered acorns around. Ruby's heart swelled with a deep sense of empathy as she recalled tales of kindness shared by her wise friend, the unicorn. Ruby set aside her own journey, bending down to help the squirrel gather its acorns. Together, they worked in harmony, Ruby using her gentle paws to collect while the squirrel chittered directions. The two formed an unexpected team, unified by a simple act of kindness. The squirrel's eyes shone with gratitude, warming Ruby's heart as they continued their small shared quest. With all the acorns back together, Ruby knew the squirrel needed a new home. Searching the nearby trees, Ruby spotted a sturdy hollow. She nudged the squirrel toward it, demonstrating her understanding of a safe and secure environment. The squirrel inspected its new haven, its eyes twinkling with delight as it recognized the generosity and care Ruby had shown. Ruby felt her heart glow with satisfaction as she watched the little squirrel settle into its new home. She had paused her climb, yet gained a friendship and a valuable lesson. Helping someone in need brought a joy that amplified her own journey. Ruby understood now that success was not just reaching the top, but sharing moments of kindness along the way. With a smile, Ruby resumed her climb, her spirit buoyed by the day's events. As she moved higher, she appreciated the world through new eyes, seeing more than just the terrain she traversed. Every leaf, stone, and creature seemed alive with stories and possibilities. Ruby now walked with a lightness in her step, confident that her journey held both challenges and opportunities for compassion. As the sun began to set, Ruby reached a high plateau. She paused to catch her breath, gazing at the endless horizon. The climb had been difficult, but every step felt worthwhile. Ruby felt grateful, not just for the view, but for the meaningful encounters during her journey. Her heart was full, and she realized that the climb was only part of a much larger adventure of growth and giving. As darkness gently cloaked the landscape, Ruby felt a sense of completeness, having woven kindness into her journey. She knew this adventure had built bridges to future friendships. Emboldened by her growth and experiences, Ruby nestled into a cozy spot under the stars, ready to rest. Her journey would continue, full of new adventures and opportunities to share and learn. In a peaceful bamboo forest lived Ruby, a curious red panda with a love for exploring. Each day she ventured a bit further, eager to uncover new sights and sounds. Her fluffy tail and bright eyes made her easy to spot among the greenery. One morning, as the sun peeked through the leaves, Ruby set her sights on the mountain's peak, dreaming of the view from the top. During her climb, Ruby met a family of squirrels. These tiny creatures anxiously chatted about the sudden change in the winds. Ever so kind, Ruby paused to understand their worries. "There's a storm coming, and we fear for our nests," they squeaked. Hearing this, Ruby promised to keep an eye out for sheltered spots as she journeyed upward, easing the squirrels' anxiety. Higher up, a flock of colorful birds flitted frantically between branches. Ruby realized they sensed the storm's impending arrival. "What troubles you, friends?" she asked with concern. The birds chirped about their fear of strong winds and heavy rain. With empathy, Ruby shared hidden paths and sturdy branches where they might find refuge, winning their gratitude and trust. As the storm drew nearer, the forest darkened. Ruby, using her newfound empathy, noticed a young deer hiding behind a bush. "It's okay," she assured softly. "Follow me to a safe haven." With guidance, the deer reached a snug, dry cave, where Ruby knew the storm couldn't reach them. Comforted by her kindness, the deer nestled in, grateful for Ruby's help. Safely inside the cave, Ruby took a moment to reflect. The storm roared outside, but inside was warmth and friendship. She realized her journey was more than just reaching the mountain's peak. It was about the connections she built along the way. Each creature she helped taught her a little more about empathy, truly understanding the world through others' experiences. When the storm passed, the forest seemed reborn, fresh and vibrant. Ruby, now more determined than ever, continued her climb. The bonds made during the storm gave her strength. She felt a deeper connection with the creatures and her surroundings. The mountain peak was closer, but Ruby realized that the journey itself had already brought her incredible rewards. As Ruby reached the upper mountain paths, she encountered different creatures assisting one another, inspired by her empathy during the storm. Birds shared fruits from tall trees with the ground animals, while squirrels offered directions through tricky terrain. Ruby saw the ripple effect of her actions, a testament to her belief in kindness and mutual aid. Finally, Ruby stood at the mountain's peak. The view was magnificent, stretching beneath a golden sunset. Her heart swelled, not just from reaching her goal, but for the friendships forged along the way. She understood her journey was about more than achievement. It was about love, empathy, and the profound connections that make life meaningful. Ruby felt complete and content. Ruby, a curious red panda, decided to explore beyond her bamboo grove. With the sun rising, she packed her backpack. Along the way, animals welcomed her warmly, sharing tales of faraway lands. Each encounter was a brushstroke in Ruby's expanding canvas of friendship. Her heart brimmed with excitement, ready for the adventures the forest promised. In the heart of the forest, Ruby met a wise old owl. Perched on a sturdy branch, the owl shared stories of the mountain and its mystical views. Ruby listened intently, absorbing every word. She realized that wisdom came in many forms, and the owl's tales fueled her desire to see new horizons and understand the world's mysteries. Reaching a sparkling stream, Ruby paused. The water was lively and clear, reflecting the sky's vibrant colors. She carefully waded across, feeling the coolness rippling against her fur. With each step, she felt the strength of her determination. The stream was not just a barrier, but a reminder that every challenge can be a refreshing journey forward. While ascending, Ruby spotted a nifty squirrel struggling with an acorn. Offering her help, she made a new friend. Together, they shared stories and snacks, their laughter echoing through the trees. This companionship reminded Ruby of the joy found in shared journeys and how every friend adds a unique melody to life's symphony. A sudden storm caught Ruby and her new friend by surprise. They quickly found shelter under a large overhanging rock. The rain drummed a soothing rhythm while they shared comforting stories, each drop a gentle reminder of nature's unpredictability and its ability to bring beings closer together through shared experiences. As the storm subsided, Ruby and the squirrel emerged into sun-drenched pathways, inching closer to the mountain peak. The fresh scent of rain lingered in the air. Ruby felt invigorated. She realized that challenges are stepping stones leading to greater views, and every step upwards was part of the exhilarating journey toward discovery. Finally, reaching the summit, Ruby gazed upon the stunning panorama of the forest and mythical lands in the distance. The vibrant colors of the landscape, each hue like the creatures she had met, stood as a testament to the beauty found in diversity. This was more than a conquest. It was about the connections formed and shared stories, embracing life's vibrant tapestry. As Ruby descended, she carried the wisdom of unity back to her forest friends. The journey taught her that diversity bridges new understandings and beauty. Her story, like many others, formed an ever-evolving tapestry of life. With a heart full of stories and newfound wisdom, Ruby was ready to share her adventure, knowing it was just one chapter in a bigger tale.